Now that you've worked here, what parts of the job are actually different from other clinics or from what you expected?
I think you hear me say this a lot during interviews. Interview the new client, new therapist sometimes. As far as one-on-one, it's similar to what I had in the past and experienced in the past. What I like about this place is it's the efficiency of it and the way you sort of run it, where once again, smaller practices, I've seen the owners sort of struggle with that. Being a business owner and a therapist. And just like in the plumbing business, you can be a really good plumber, doesn't mean you're a good business person.
Right.
And then things leak. And no pun intended. that was a good one.
In the male pelvic health, trifecta right there. Those guys.
What I was getting at is what I like about this space, and I thought it was very different, is the efficiency. Meaning from like our stack grids and to assisting us how to build differently, better in a way where we're optimizing but also not cutting on the patient care, which I think is cool. I don't think I've had that in other businesses to this degree. The owner might touch upon it and then just sort of like leaves it at that. Yeah. And then the year comes like, well, I don't like this and that, but there's no really direct. But this is a bit more streamlined. So I'm learning a lot in that, which I didn't get in different places.
Yeah. Which we need to continue to do well. Reinforcing
to run a business, you have to run a business, right?
I was going to say, piggyback on that, where I interviewed at another small clinic, but it was such a mess. And I was like, I know you're a great PT, but this place is messy and you are behind on billing and this. And I was like, this is stress. And yeah, same. I walked in there, it's like, this is our bonus program, this is our stack grid, and it was like, oh yeah, this like works well. Lots of opportunities for, being rewarded for things. And I was like, yeah, that's it, in the model we want. And with that, and then to that question, I would just say the thing that is different for me is having management that knows me and cares about me. That's what really lost me at my last job, was like, now we have a manager from a different state and he doesn't know who I am, and he knows that my numbers are good and he doesn't want me to leave, but he doesn't care about me, Right. So it's like, wow, I'm working alongside my boss and the owner, who is the owner, and it's cool. I can talk to him directly anytime I want, and yeah, it's just much more personal, which is my thing I'm enjoying the most.
Good.
I think on top of that, obviously I've been here 4 years, so there's got to be a reason that I'm still here. But I think Matt's always very open to suggestions or talking or, so it's not like he's set in his ways and like, this is how it needs to be done. So, open to discussions or, what you think or, I think being very open-minded is very heartwarming sometimes. You're like, oh, I have this idea, what do you think, so it's nice to feel like you're heard and you're not just here to see patients.
Appreciate that.
You're always the ownership is always evaluating what's going well, asking us what could be improved, and being very open to suggestions. I would echo you on that.
Well, we hire smart people. Smart people have good ideas. We're not the only ones with ideas, and sometimes we don't have very good ideas.
I think back to, what's it been, like 2 years ago, you and I needed a bit of a schedule change for our families, and we worked something out that, and you were open to us changing our schedules. And so for this stage
make it work.
For this stage of my life and my career, that's a real important thing, is if I can't help take care of my family and work, then this isn't going to be a long-term solution anymore. So,
cool. Great. I think we've done that pretty well across the board for everybody. And that doesn't stay static either, because it changes next year, and it changes, because the other person changed in the team, and so we just kind of go around and adjust.